Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and today's video. This is another Try It Tuesday where I test out a product for the first time with you. This is a hair straightener by Tymo, and I actually picked this up the last time I was back in the States over the summer. So they say it's a combination of comb and flat iron together. I've seen quite a few people talking about it and demonstrating it here on YouTube, and I just thought it would be a really fast and super easy way to get a super slick hair look. And I'm kind of into that these days as my hair is getting longer and I don't like it to look as sort of frayed and frizzy and all that good stuff. So the perks to this device, it has 5 different heat settings, so it really enables you to dial things down, which is what I'm trying to do. You know, my menopausal hair has gotten very brittle, so even though I'm still using tools, I want to make sure it's properly heat protected and I want to use it on a lower setting. It has an auto turn off, which means after 30 minutes it completely turns off in case you have forgotten about it. And they say that it takes 30 seconds to heat up. So of those 5 temperature settings, that is pretty much based on the type of hair that you have. So I'm using this on level 2, which is 150, and that's designed for fine, thin, and bleached hair because I have all of those things. So if you have thick hair, if you have coarse hair, you're going to want to up the temperature so that it delivers you better results. So I'm going as low as I can. If I find this is still too hot, I may even go down a level. Let's just wait and see how it goes. They said it takes 60 seconds to heat this guy up. Well, that is what it took to heat up. So it was 3 minutes and 50 seconds actually. It was a little longer, but that's okay. I was able to kind of get my stuff together in the meantime. Now the contents that came with the box, it came with a couple of clips for doing your hair in sections. It came with a detangler, which I don't even know where that is because I'm not using that. I'm using a traditional brush. It also came with a glove to protect your other hand as you were using the device. But the thing that I liked the most was this little carrying case actually, because if you do decide you want to travel with it, it kind of keeps everything contained. And I thought that was actually really cool because I did buy it in the US. I shipped it to my dad's house and I brought it back here with me. But before I purchased, I got in touch with Tymo and asked them if it was dual voltage because it does have an American plug, but I live in Ireland, so it is indeed dual voltage. So you can actually take this guy with you wherever you go if you are so inclined. Okay, so this is my freshly washed hair and I didn't do anything to it. I let it air dry because I kind of wanted to see what was going to happen. Now, during the summer months when I'm on holidays and stuff, I don't even bother even blow drying my hair at all. But I have noticed of late, certainly the menopausal situation, you can see I'm starting to get all this kind of curly stuff and it will get a bit, you know, frizzy, and you can see down here, I'm trying to combat the dryness, but this is what it looks like when it dries naturally, which I don't like to do very often because it's actually not good for your hair to dry it completely naturally. I did do my bangs. I always do my fringe. I don't like to leave that up to the elements, so I just kind of dry that and off I go. So there's a bit of curl, there's a bit of frizz, and I'm hoping just some swipes of this guy, it's going to take care of it. First thing I'm going to do is give my hair a bit of a brush. With any kind of straightening product, you want to make sure that your hair is nicely detangled so nothing gets stuck. And then I'm going to section it, because it just makes it easier to get to the sections. Okay. Like I said, they did give clips that you can use. The most important part is protecting your hair before you do any sort of heat styling. And I did pick up their heat protectant when I purchased this, and I have to say, this is my favorite heat protector pretty much of all time now. I have probably 5 over here that I tinker with, and some of them make my hair too wet or they make my hair too greasy. This is smashing, and I have to say I'm using it now with any of my hot tools. So if I'm doing straightening, if I'm doing curling, if I'm doing anything, this is what I'm using. So I tend to do this in sections. Now this is just such a fine mist that it feels dry. It feels like a dry product. So this is an oil, so it's actually going to help to soften it as well. Oh, it's just so lovely. Now I'm generally start in the back when I'm doing any type of styling, but I'm going to start in the front just so that we can see right off the bat how well this works. Now I'm trying to get super close to my roots, giving a little bit of tension on it. Oh, wow. That's pretty nice. That was only one little pass too. Ooh, this could be good. This could be good. Now, in theory, because it's a comb, usually if I'm doing something, I would do, you know, I would do this first and then I would go in with my straightener or I would go in with my curling iron. But this has that separating element to it in the comb. Wow. Wow. You probably don't even need a second. Gary, are you seeing that?
I'm just blown away.
He loves this so much. He thinks it's so fun. I just sit up here and play all day, don't I, dear?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Super straight, super soft. Oh, Mama has a new friend. Okay, you can sort of hear as I pull it down, keeping some tension on it. And I think you can actually give it a little curl at the bottom if you are so inclined. Oh, wow, this is pretty cool. Now the back is hard to do because you can't see it. I'm going to maybe go to the side. So not too fast, not too slow. Look at that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, Mr. Tymo. This is lovely. Oh, and it's got a really good swivel situation going on here too, so there's no having to flick things around. So going underneath, you can actually get pretty close to the scalp. Look at that. This is pretty fast. Gary's like, no, it's not. But I mean, one pass. Now, obviously, if I would imagine that if you have really thick, coarse, curly hair, it mightn't be this quick, but holy Toledo Batman. I mean, dude, look at that. See, my straighteners wouldn't actually be that fast. They just wouldn't be. So I'm going to take this big chunk and see what happens when I go really big with it. See those grays? Isn't that lovely? I think I'm due to get my hair done. Okay, so I'm making sure that slides into the combs. Oh. How does that look? Did I get it all?
I think so.
Does it all look straight? Did I miss a spot? No, I did miss a spot. I can see right there. See some curly bits. Right there. Wow. This works, guys. This totally works. This is just so much easier to use than a straightener, I find. Because I'm kind of ridiculously bad at using hot tools. Look at that. Okay, and now I'm just going to go and move around the head, do this in probably 3 sections. Now I'm going to give another spritz. You can see there's a bit of a crink there, so let's see how well this deals with that. Like perhaps even if you decide not to do your, wash your hair in the mornings and you have that sort of pillow head that you can get in the back, that it might actually reduce that, which would be great. I sometimes get that. Okay, am I missing any spots? Nope. I'm going to try this big section here. Let's see how that does. Straight in there. Yeah. That's so nice. Feels great. Feels great. Because then you can see how bad it starts here, and let's see how we deal with that. Straight, straight, straight. Wow. So I do find that the back bits that are really kind of the curlier bits, I'm doing a second pass on. I might have sprayed a little bit too much on. It does feel a little bit oily. But that to me is not a bad thing anyway. The amount of oils I tend to put in my hair because my hair is brittle and dry. I wonder what would happen if I do the fringe. We're just going to try it. Let's see. All in the name of experimentation, right? Not my favorite. Okay, don't like don't like that. That was a big mistake. Gonna have to fix that. Okay, so I had to do some minor repairs there to the fringe, which still need to be corrected. I just couldn't look at it. That's a big no on the fringe, but look at the finished product. I mean, that is pretty good. Look, all of that straight. My hair feels amazing, and I suspect I can get another day out of this. Another day, maybe 2 if it goes up. Like, that's gorgeous. And it doesn't feel damaged. It doesn't feel hot. Okay. I like this. So I could very easily do what I normally do. I try to let my hair air dry as long as possible. And then I try to do just a low heat, kind of a blast, so that there's not too much heat sitting on my hair at any particular point. So it can be a bit frizzy, a bit unsettled. And I could just take less than 10 minutes to make it look like this. The Dyson doesn't look this good because I've been using the straightening brush with the Dyson. Nope. Look at that. Like, it feels really good, and I think this is phenomenal, and I'm so glad I got it. Now, here's the kicker. Not even a month after I bought this and brought it back from the US, they launched a cordless, smaller version. And I really wish I'd gotten that one instead. Now, I will say, this is sturdy. This is a really well-made device, in my opinion. It's hefty. Now, it's not so heavy it's hard to use. It feels substantial. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel, I mean, this is a really nice piece of tech, I have to say. And the effect is just phenomenal. So if I just do this once every 3 or 4 days, then that works. I mean, I think this is fantastic. I probably will at some stage maybe invest in the portable because, you know, it's a good size cord. It's long enough, but it's just, you feel kind of tethered, and I prefer if it was a cordless version. And I think it's a little bit smaller, and because I don't have a whole lot of hair, my hair is very thin, that the smaller one might even be better. I think I paid about $50 for this. You can get it on the Tymo website. You can get it from Amazon, which is where I think I got mine. I will put a link to that down below. And again, I think that this protector is phenomenal. You have to be sparing with it because I do think it gives a slight little bit of greasiness, but I like that. I always put an oil in at the end of the day to keep that frizz down, and because my hair's gotten so dry and brittle. But look at the results of this. Carrie, don't you think it looks lovely?
Lovely.
Lovely. Yeah, love. I don't like what it did to my fringe. I need to do some surgery there. But I cannot, this is the straightest I have been able to make my hair. Even with a straightener, this is the best I've been able to do. And I love it. So that's a huge thumbs up for me. This is worth every penny. And I'm going to be busting this out a lot. Now, it's a bit heavy. Yeah, I think I need the portable one. Gary, I think I need the portable one. He doesn't like me very much right now. I'll put a link to that down below because that might suit too. I mean, how often am I going to be doing my hair in the car? Not very often, but I suspect it's lighter and just a little bit better for my thin hair. It's a winner. Love, love, love. I love it when a Try It Tuesday video works out because I spent the money on it, and I'm glad I did because I'm going to get the use out of it. And it's really funny because I bought the Steam Pod 3.0, I think it was, for this sort of purpose, you know, to straighten, and I thought using the steam was going to be better for my hair, and I sold it because I just never used it, couldn't get it to work, couldn't figure it out. It did not deliver the results I wanted, but Tymo did. So yay. So guys, have you heard of this? Is it the type of product that you have time for, that you care about whatsoever? Maybe, maybe not. I would love to hear your thoughts. So please do leave me some comments down below. And if you like to look at this video, I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel and please give this video a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Bye. Okay, try again. Take 3.